Our time for all ages this morning is an original story called Wake Up and Join the Revolution. It is, obviously, about a revolution and the way that some people work together
and some people didn't
to make it happen.
Now, this revolution might not be one you've ever heard of, but of course it's true. I was there. The revolution came about in a dream of justice, of love and beloved community. A revolution where, in fact, it took all of us to build beloved community. So circle around and let us tell you a story about such a revolution.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, the earth did not spin.
No, really, it's true. But don't go looking it up in your history or science books. Just believe us.
This meant that one side of the planet was really hot and in the light all the time, and it wasn't good for anyone who lived on that half of the planet.
And the other half of the planet was really cold and in the dark all of the time, and it wasn't good for people who lived on that half of the planet.
In fact, the only place where anyone was really comfortable was right on the border between the hot light side and the cold dark side. This was prime real estate.
Only about 1% of people in the world's population ever got a spot near the border. And if they got it, of course they will never let go of it.
But the rest of the people, who were either really hot or really cold, were starting to talk to each other about how much they didn't like the situation. This is their story, their revolution to tell.
I have to stay inside as much as possible, use large amounts of sunblock, and the air conditioning bill is ridiculous. I wish I could do something about this.
Nothing even grows on my side of the planet. I'm so tired of importing food and being cold all the time. If I could only go to the mountaintop, then things might be different. We need a revolution.
A what?
A revolution. You know, a dramatic and wide-reaching change in the way something works or is organized.
Oh, I thought you meant the other definition. You know, the movement of an object in a circle or spinning around a center axis.
Wait a minute. Maybe that is what we need. Do you think if we could make the Earth revolve, then each of our places could be dark some of the time and light some of the time?
And so they invented a really neat scientific contraption called the Revomatic. And if enough people pushed on it, the Earth would start spinning.
Do not ask us what it was or how it worked. Just trust us.
The point is that a lot of people needed to work together to make the revolution happen.
We've got a great start, but I think we need more help.
I think we need to ask some of those people over there.
And so they went to ask their friends who lived on the light-dark border if they would help with the revolution.
But they were napping through the entire thing.
Hey, y'all! We're trying to get the Earth to turn so that we can all be a lot more comfortable. But we need more help. Can you come push our Revomatic with us?
Hey yourself. I was napping. Ugh, how rude can you be? I'm going back to sleep.
This is a way to make life better for all of us. Life over on the light side is really rough. Things are always so hot, and we need as many of us as possible to participate if things are going to get better.
I think you're exaggerating the problem. I've never had a problem with the light and the heat. Don't be so emotional about it. Be reasonable and polite. I can't believe you would interrupt my nap for this. I'm going back to sleep.
Well, that could have gone better.
Does this person speak for all of you?
Do you understand that we can't even grow our own food on my side of the planet? We're trying to fix this.
Wow, that is seriously awful. A shame, really. Yeah, I'll come help. A lack of food anywhere is a threat to food security everywhere.
And they did help.
Yeah, for 20 minutes.
You guys, this is seriously hard. And why are all the Revomatics in these really hot places and these really cold places? I'm getting so tired and I need to get my temperature regulated. I'm going to go home and take a nap. Good luck. I'll pray for you.
But the folks that lived on the light and dark sides of the planet couldn't take a break and kept on pushing the Revomatic, with occasional pauses to recruit from the borderlands. They knew all too well that our lives begin to end the day that we are silent about things that matter, when others turn away and sleep through the revolution.
And there were a lot of people irritated that we woke them up. And there were a lot of people who thought it was a good idea, but didn't really want to do the work themselves.
But there were some who stuck with it.
But there were those that thought they knew the best way to push the Revomatic. They pushed the thing for, 5 minutes or so, and then they thought they knew a better way to do it.
And some of them eventually did learn to follow the lead of the people who had been pushing the revolution the longest.
And more people joined.
I think things are starting to shift.
I think the revolution is starting to work.
And the earth began to spin.
What happened?
Slept through the revolution. You stayed in the darkness.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that.
And the people saw all of their great work and called it a day.
So remember, loves, we are not the makers of history. We are made by history. We need not sleep through the revolution.